My name is Clay, and I will be conducting your class for today. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How is your day going?
It was good. Yep.
It was good.
hmm
Is it okay to ask how old are you, Youngju?
I'm 14 internationally.
14 internationally. That's great. And who's your regular teacher?
Tracy. Teacher
Tracy.
Tracy.
Is
Yep.
is he absent?
I don't
I
know.
see. That's the reason why. Oh, she didn't tell you?
Um,
I see.
I was busy yesterday, so I couldn't have my class yesterday, so I'm doing it now.
Ah, okay. That's probably why. Yeah, I have heard the name Tracy, but I haven't met him or her yet. Is she a woman or a guy?
She's a woman. Yep.
It's a she. Okay.
Yeah, it's a she.
Good, good. All right. In your book here is senior articles.
Yep.
All right. Do you still remember where you stopped?
Um, no.
Let me show you the book. Hold on.
okay.
Or let me see if I can go back from your previous classes. Let's see. Go here. We'll try to pick it from there instead. 2217. So, 2217. Oops, what happened? Sorry for that. That was
Mm.
scary. 2217. So it should be 2218 for today's class. Is that right?
okay.
This would be Saudi Arabia to allow. Let me share it to you. So is this the one? Saudi Arabia to allow women into sports stadiums.
Mm.
Do you think so? Or do you want to talk about something else?
I can't see the article.
Oh, you're not able to see it?
No.
Let me try to share it again. There. What about now?
Yep, I can see it now.
Okay. All right. So do you want to talk about this article today, or do you want to choose a different article?
It seems fine, but sounds boring.
It does sound boring. Yeah,
yeah.
Saudi Arabia to allow women into sports stadiums. Okay. Let me see. Is it too long? Let's try. It's quite long. So what do you think? Should we change it?
Could you have a look at other ones?
Yeah. Let me try to share the page. Share. All right. Do you see it now?
No.
Not yet. Okay. Let me try it again. Share. There. What about now?
Yep, can see it now.
Okay. I think you can also move it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you can move it.
What should you talk about?
Your choice. It's your
Uh,
choice.
okay. Um, any
Or do you
suggestions?
want to talk about anything under the sun instead? Yeah, well,
What's
I
new?
was kind of thinking since it's our first time to, meet each other, why not we just
Hmm.
talk about ourselves? Is that good?
Okay. Yeah, cool. Yep.
All right. All right, so 14 years old. Uh, you're probably in middle school now, right?
Yep.
Middle school. In Korea, you take like 3 years for middle school.
Yep. You do.
So you're on the first year.
I'm on the
Are you on
second
your
year.
first year?
Second.
Second year. And then after, let's say you're done with your third year,
Hmm.
what comes next?
High school.
Ah, I thought it's the other way around. And then high school will take how many years?
3 years.
Ah, so this is the sequence. So elementary,
Hmm.
and then middle school, and then high school, and then college.
Yep.
So this one is 4 years.
The high school is 3 years.
Ah, it's totally different here in the Philippines. Here in the Philippines,
Yep.
elementary will take 6 years,
Hmm.
and then senior high, so I think 2 years, and then high school is 4 years, and then college can take 4 to 5 years depending on your course.
Mm.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 years of studying.
Yeah.
But I think in Korea it's more, right?
I'm not really
It's
sure.
more than 16 years. Let's try to count. So your elementary is also 6 years, right?
Yep.
And then 9 for mid, and then 13, and for yeah, I think you're just a year
Mm.
more compared to the Philippines. So your college years will also take 4 years.
I think so. For most colleges, I think.
And what are you planning to get once you get to college?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what course do you plan to enroll?
I got no idea.
Do you have no idea?
No.
I didn't good. Let me see. Well, yeah, I think that's just pretty fair because you're just in the middle school. Probably by high school, you'll start to think what you really want to be once you grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But any course that you wanna get this early? I mean, any uh wild idea probably?
Um, I was kind of thinking about being an architect, but you have to be smart. Yeah.
Architect. Yeah, I think this one requires a lot of skills when it comes to I think drawing
Yeah.
and a little bit about math.
A lot of maths, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, a lot of math and uh, I think it requires uh, detail as well,
Mhm.
and I think a lot of patience because
Mm.
and you can uh, I mean, we rarely see him actually. He always stays at home or in his office, just doing a
Mhm.
lot of blueprints,
Yeah.
and we can rarely go out with him. And he is a full-time architect. He's got a
Oh.
lot of projects, so I think that's the one thing that you need to uh, look forward to. If you
Mm.
are into that kind of lifestyle, then I think being an architect is right for you.
Mm.
Yeah. And you know what, Yongju, you actually sound pretty good when it comes
Oh,
to your
thank you.
English skills. I'm just kind of curious, how
Yeah.
long have you been studying English? Let's say
Um,
probably with our company.
well, um, I've studied with this company for maybe a year, but I've lived in
A
Australia for
year.
3 years.
That's why you have a little bit of the Australian accent.
Yeah.
Did you say you studied in Australia?
Yep.
What did you what did you study in Australia? English?
Well, my dad had to work there for a while, so my family just followed him.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I lived there when I was 10, 11, and 12.
That's 2 years.
3 years.
Uh, 10 to 11, and then 11 to 12. Yeah, that's a total of 2 years. So let's say, yeah, 3 years. So you took elementary in Australia? Elementary
Yeah.
classes?
Um, 2 years of primary and 1 year of middle school, high school.
Do you miss Australia?
Yeah, a bit.
Do you want to go back there someday?
I do. Yeah.
That's nice. What are the things you liked about Australia?
Um, well, school ended quite early. Yeah.
What do you mean?
School ended about 3 over there, but it ends
Mm-hmm.
like 4 or 5, well, 4 in Korea, and there's no academies in Australia.
When you say academy, what
Yep.
do you mean exactly?
Like for math academies, you learn math. Like,
Just plain math.
yeah, they teach math.
Okay. But in Australia, they don't have academy?
I don't think so.
So just plain school, and you do all your subjects for the entire day, like from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 in the afternoon.
Hmm.
Just straight, and just one teacher for all the subjects.
Um, in elementary school, the teacher was the same except for art, music, and PE, but in high school, the teachers were different.
Ah, really?
Yep.
So that's like the main difference between Australia and Korea when it comes to education.
Well, not really. The difference between elementary school and high school.
Yeah, elementary school and high school. Yeah, well said. Good work. And what else did you notice when it comes to differences between Australia and Korea?
Um, well, you can get your driver's license when you're 16.
Ooh, seriously?
I think so, yeah.
That's in Australia?
Yeah, but you need to have parental guidance, but still.
What about Korea? How old are you until you can, get a driver's license?
I'm not really sure, but maybe 19, 20 years old?
Ah, really? Here in the Philippines, you can actually start getting your license at 18,
Oh.
probably 17, student's license. Oh yeah, that other thing. Do you have such thing like student license in Korea? I mean, to
Um,
drive?
I'm not sure.
None? Yeah, you don't know. In Australia, 16. Good, that's pretty cool. What else? What are the other interesting things about Australia that is not common, or that is not available in Korea? Can you tell me more?
um, well, a lot of my friends back in Australia have part-time jobs now. So they work in
Have
cafes or
what?
like jobs, part-time jobs. They work in McDonald's or cafes to earn money.
What?
Yeah.
At 16?
Uh, My
years
friends are
old?
doing it.
I mean, or same your age?
My age. I think it's available.
Wow, I think that's pretty cool. You can start earning money, yeah, at your age, 14 years old.
Yeah.
But what about in Korea? At what age are you allowed to do at least part time?
Um, maybe 15, but people really don't recommend you to do jobs when you're young. Yeah.
So it's company's discretion whether or not to give you a part-time job or not.
Yeah.
But it's not prohibited by the government.
I think it is, but um, well,
I
it's
see.
better when you're older.
I see. I got you. Have you ever tried applying for a part-time job
No,
in Korea?
no.
No. Yeah, I bet your parents wouldn't agree. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
too young to start, uh, trying
Mhm.
work. I mean, it's very tiring, especially in Korea. I heard people, I mean, the working class is very workaholic. That's what
Yeah.
they termed it. Yeah, they work like almost 12 hours a day, or even longer if they
Mhm.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What else? What else are the interesting things about Australia? What about the people?
Um, they're nice.
They're nice. Yeah, compared to Koreans, you think?
um, well, they're nice people, and there are some annoying people too.
I see. Friendly. But I think it's just a matter of approaching the person, right?
Yeah.
So it still depends with the personality of the person that you are trying to approach. I mean, yeah, these things may not be a very big factor when it comes to that, because uh, I think wherever you go and you approach people, it all depends on how they respond to your approach. Yeah. So
Mhm.
everyone can be nice, but everyone can also be rude depending on their mood. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good work. And the last thing that you already noticed is different from Korea. Is there another one?
Mm, um.
Let's see. What about food? What about the food?
Oh. Well, there aren't many nice foods from Australia. Yeah.
Okay. Compared to Korea, that you have a lot to choose from, right?
Yeah.
Different kinds of foods. You got noodles, and I think Western foods are now being introduced in Korea as well, right? Like pizza,
Mhm.
pasta, even cheese is now being liked by most Koreans, which
Yeah.
is not actually natural food there.
Mhm. My
Good,
brother's a
good
really big
job.
fan of cheese.
Really? What
Yeah.
about
He.
you?
I'm okay with them, but my brother loves cheese.
Good work. Yeah. But I think Korea is now able to produce their own kind of cheese, right? You've got cheese
Yeah.
farms in Korea now.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Good work. All right, good job. Well, thank you very much for the time you have spent with me today, Youngju. I hope
Yep.
that we can meet again. But
Mhm.
before we say goodbye to each other, do you have any questions for me?
Um. I'm good.
Okay. All right, nice to hear that. All right,
Mm.
well, thank you once again, Youngju, and I hope you have a wonderful Friday evening.
You too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye for now.
Bye.